Good morning, children. Let us continue that lesson, atomic structure. In the last class, we learned that who are all discovered the subparticles and what is about those three particles and the differences between electron, proton, and neutron. And now, the fourth part of the lesson is Thomson's model of atom. We learned that Thomson discovered electron. Now, the same Thomson had made a model to show that how the atom looks. So, after the discovery of two fundamental particles, namely electrons and protons, J.J. Thomson proposed a plum pudding model, like pudding with plums. It is like Christmas pudding. It may be considered like a watermelon in which positive charge in the atom is spread all over, similar to positively charged red edible part, and electrons are present as seeds in the positively charged sphere. So take an example to imagine that if you cut watermelon in half, you will find the red color, the part, and the red edible part are fully electrons, and the seed are particles which are positively charged. So he has made a model like a pudding, Christmas pudding, in that plums are embedded, that means fixed on it. And another example, you can imagine that like a watermelon. When you cut the watermelon, the red particles part which you can see is compared to the electron which is filled in the atom, and the seeds which you can see, black seeds, are positively charged particles, proton. This is the way Thomson has made. That means in an atom two particles are there, one is electron and another is proton. In his model, Thomson proposed that atom consists of positively charged sphere in which the negatively charged electrons are embedded, and the positive and negative charges are equal in magnitude. Therefore, the atom as a whole is electrically neutral. As positively charged particles and the negatively charged particles are equal in magnitude amount, so it is neutral. And this is what Thomson wanted to prove with an example or a model. That model is known as pudding model, plum pudding model. Now, there are some limitations, shortcomings. That means the thing which Thomson said was not up to the level, limitations. There are some thing which is not accepted by everyone. Thomson's model of atom could explain the electrically neutrality, but it failed to explain the results of scattering experiments performed by Rutherford. Hence, it was rejected because Rutherford discovered neutron, and Thomson's model does not have any neutron. So, his model, which he has put effort to bring it out, was rejected by everyone, as the other particle, that is neutron, is not mentioned in that. And why it is rejected, the question can be asked. Now, Rutherford's scattering experiment. Now, Rutherford, how did he prove that the scattering of particles, why it was scattering, what happens? So, fast moving alpha particles he has taken and were made to fall on a thin gold foil. Underline these words. These are the words will be asked in the short answers. Rutherford has taken which particles? Alpha particles, and it is in fast moving particles. And what type of metal he has taken? Thin gold foil he has taken. Alpha particles are helium ions, that is He2 positive, having 2 units of positive charge and 4 units of mass. Helium ion he has taken. And the alpha particle scattering experiment gave the following result. He was allowing the alpha particles to pass through the gold foil, a thin gold foil. And what was the result out of it? Most of the alpha particles pass through the gold foil in a straight line. He was passing the alpha particle through the gold foil when it was the particles were traveling in a straight line. This shows that there is a lot of empty space in the atom. So as the particles can flow freely, that means their atom has empty space in it. Some of the alpha particles are slightly deflected away from the way, while a few are deflected through large angles. Some are deflecting in a little way and some are deflecting in a large angles. And this shows that the central part of the atom, that means when it was going and there is something is like an obstacle over there, and in the center part of atom has a high mass. This is called nucleus, and he has proved that center part of any atom is having nucleus. And the repulsion of positively charged alpha particles is due to the positively charged atomic nuclei. So atom has the nuclei, that's why the particles which were traveling were deflecting. So this is what Rutherford proved with the scattering experiments, how the alpha particles scattered, and that he proved. Now, Rutherford's nuclear model of atom, based on the results of alpha particle scattering experiments, proposed the nuclear model of an atom. Okay, how the Thomson tried to put a model that is known as plum pudding model, and Rutherford used a model that is scattering of alpha particles model. And in that there is positively charged small center in the atom. It is called nucleus according to the model. This is said, and the entire mass of the atom lies in the nucleus. So atom has its mass in the part nucleus because electrons are revolving around the nucleus. Electrons are almost negligible in mass. The size of the nucleus is very, very small as compared to the size of the atom. The size of the radius of the atom is very big, but the nucleus is very, very small. The electrons revolve around the nucleus at a very high speed in a circular paths called orbits. How the planets revolves around the sun, like that the electrons are revolving around the nucleus. That path is known as orbits. An atom is electrically neutral because the number of protons is equal to the number of electrons. This is said before also. Now there is some drawback, limitation in Rutherford's model of atom also. What is the shortcoming or drawback? Rutherford's model failed to explain the stability of the atom, and Niels Bohr pointed out that Rutherford's atom should be highly unstable due to continuous loss of energy. So the stability of an atom is not proved by the scattering of alpha particles by a gold foil model by Rutherford failed. First Thomson's model failed, now Rutherford's model failed because of the different reasons. So here we'll stop, and what Niels Bohr's model explains in the next class.